Hello people, this video will be for just pure beginners, okay? That's just follow-up style tutorial, and if you are a beginner, you're gonna follow me one by one and we're gonna achieve this result here, okay? Do you want to make something like this? So let's get started. Okay, the first things first. Just press Shift A to add new object and mesh cube. Everything is starting with a cube, okay? And scale up and scale down with S, okay? And I'm scaling. If you press X, Y, Z, you can have a different kind of scaling up, just like this axis or z-axis, so I'm making this ground here for the building, so S and Z, and scaling up it just like this, okay, and a little bit more, and I'm looking around. It's my custom shortcut, but you can change your camera, like I'm using middle mouse, and now I'm using shift and middle mouse for this pan view. I'm rotating it, and you can shift, control, and middle mouse for zoom, and you can change it yourself. Let me show you how you can change your views, the buttons, the shortcuts, and that's so easy. Come to edit, preferences, and here there are lots of settings here for interface settings, themes. You can change any color here, and viewport, lights, and other stuff. You're gonna get used to add-ons. We are using lots of add-ons if you are advanced user or intermediate user, but for now you don't need any add-ons right now, but I'm gonna suggest a couple of more add-ons on new episodes. Don't worry about it. So we are coming here, it's key map, okay? So you can find any kind of shortcuts here. So if you are using something here and you decide to change the shortcut for a faster using, my strong suggestion is please get used to use shortcuts, okay? Because shortcuts equal to fast and efficient work, okay? Because you don't want to go to menu all the time, and you don't want to choose the operation from the menus. You don't want that, okay? So it's just for beginners, but I want to help you to jump to a medium level, okay? That's the only way to jump to next level with shortcuts, okay? So now you can search for pan view, and you're gonna find 3D view, okay? That's the trick here. So pan view means that sliding just like I did, and just like this I'm making it. It's pan view, it's rotating, and it's zoom, okay? So as you can see, it says shift and middle mouse for my shortcut, and you're gonna search for rotate view, and it's the middle mouse, just like that. And I have another let me show you this one too, zoom view, and you can find here like this. It says control and spacebar, or control shift and you can increase the variations, and it's up to you. So I have another good trick for you to help you to get used to it. I'm using fly navigation, okay? Just like this, fly navigation, and it's not here. But right now, let me show you how you can fly. I'm pressing D, it's my custom shortcut, and I'm just like flying here, and you can ascend and descend just like this, exactly like this. And if you press tab, you're gonna walk on your platforms just like a game. But right now it's not our subject, okay? I just wanted to let you know. I'm gonna teach you for how can you set it, because there are a couple of tricks. Okay, it's enough for explaining the views and the alternative method, and right now we can continue. So press F for focus. Okay, so you can find any operation, any action. Actually here you can find everything here, like viewpoint. You can see it from top view. You can also use this bar. Here. It's like a ball, actually. It's x-axis, and sometimes you want to see it from the exact perfect side views or top views, just like this, and you can arrange the small adjustments. Okay, so now we are in the object mode, and we placed a ground for here. What's next? The next operation is, it's like a sketching with pen, and you don't want to have details at this step. This is a kind of first step, and you don't want to have details for any object you have. So you want to have another cube. Okay, we have the cube. What is this for? This is the building. Okay, now we have another trick. As you can see, it's not aligned well. It's not in the center. You don't want to waste your time with preparing it just like this. We're gonna align it with an action, which is like this, align objects. Okay, how am I doing this? So my shortcut is custom as always, but it doesn't matter. I'm gonna show it to you from here, and you can change the shortcut so easily. I'm gonna show it to you now. So we're gonna do this operation. If you hold shift, you can also select multiple axes. Okay, so how can you do this? Press select this one, and after that you need to select the stable or passive object at the end. So what does this mean? If you see light orange color, this is the active. It means that this is the active object, and if you select it at the end, as you can see now, it's dark orange color, and this one is light. So this is passive and this is active. Okay, active means you can do it to me, or you can do something to me, and I am an active object. Okay, so you're gonna see what I'm meaning with this. Okay, select it and select this one, because we want to align this object to this object. Okay, maybe you can memorize it like this. This is the the step by step. You can think it. You want to have this object here, so select this and select this. Okay, now come to object. As you can see, you can find different things. You can come here, select, or you can add objects here. This is the little menu for everything. Okay, so let me introduce you some couple of settings here, like transform, which is we're gonna use here. Align objects, look what I found here. Yeah, so you're gonna have it just like this, and I'm gonna push it away to show you again. I'm choosing this one and this one. This is the second one. Okay, now transform and align object. So we have different kind of situations when it comes to align objects. So in this case, I just want to align it to the center of this ground. So I'm trying the axis, but it's not aligning it to the center because it's not only the x or y axis, right? So I aligned it to x axis. I'm aligning it to y axis, and if I hold shift and select it, now there are both axes in the center. That's so simple. So you can align anything with these options. Let me show you multiple objects just like this. Do you want to align all of them here? It's so simple. I'm selecting everything and this one at the end. Okay, you got the point, guys. I'm so sure about this. Transform, align objects, look what I done. Okay, that's so simple. So what if I want to have this object for the active? So I'm selecting these guys first and now this one, and go to transform and align objects. Yeah, that's so simple. Okay, now we can delete this and have it here. So this is our cube and this is actually our house. Press S. I'm scaling up or down. Now, as you can see, it's kind of a rectangle, not square. So just enlarge it a little bit like this. You don't need to make a perfect match. You just use it as reference and you can find your best way, best style. It doesn't matter. So we have this. That's so cute. So I need a rectangle for the roof. So we have two options or two different way to get the same result. The first one is if you want to have a roof like this and you have this, you can press tab to get inside to edit mode, which you can modify your object or making edge loops like this. It's editing. Okay, in this case, if you want to make a roof like this, there's a simple trick. Edit mode and Control R for adding edge loops. Okay, edge loops means, by the way, let me show you the second way. There are lots of cutting or modifying objects here, which is extrude, inset, bevel. Okay, so for inset, what is this? It's making something like this. Why we are using this? If I extrude it with my shortcut, but this is the action here, and you can extrude inside or outside. So you got the point, right? You can have different kind of objects like this. Let's say you can have a window like this, right? Oops. Okay, you can have window or box or other stuff you're gonna see. I'm gonna model new object every day and every afternoon, and you're gonna get used to it. So after that, you can watch my advanced concept art tutorials and you're gonna like it. Okay, so let's go back. I'm using Control Z. Okay, now we are back to the first step. So in our case, I need a loop cut. What is loop cut? Is this here? So it's now to show you how can you prepare your custom shortcuts, which is so essential. Okay, if you right click and assign shortcut, so you can assign shortcut for this this operation, which I'm using Control R. Most of my shortcuts are custom, but don't worry, you can have your custom objects, custom shortcuts. Why is this important, guys? Because, let me show you. So, dude, let me go. What's happening here? Okay. Let me go. No. There's a problem here. What's happening? What's happening? Oh my god. I made a shortcut. It's so ridiculous. I pressed right mouse and it made shortcut. Okay, how can we fix it? So if I try Control R, it's still working, but I broke the, right mouse. So you can change it, your shortcut, and if you don't like it, you can delete, remove the shortcut. Let me show you here. You can add shortcut, assign any action you have. You can assign your custom shortcut. Also, you can have it in quick favorites, so it's so useful. And after that, you can, let's say you didn't like it, just right mouse and remove shortcut or change shortcut. It's so useful. Okay, please get used to shortcuts. Okay, now get back. All right, now I want to add Control R or here or your shortcut, as I said before, one to the middle. Okay, if you press one time, you can slide the edge loop and you can decide the position of it. But if you press double click, you're gonna have it just like this. Also, you're gonna see this menu all the time for all actions. It's some kind of settings for only this action. What I mean that you can increase it, decrease it, smoothness, and other stuff. Okay, so Control R, but you can slide your mouse scroll and you can increase and decrease the number of the edge loops. Okay, so it's called as a loop cut, but these little guys here, I'm selecting all the way here. Okay, this is called as edge loop. Why it's edge loop? Because as you can see, it's so obvious that it's looping. Okay, it's repeating itself and all of these sides are connected to each other. So that's important, but I'm gonna show why it's important later. Okay. Right now, let's keep working our house. Okay, I'm pressing to double click and I'm placing it for the roof. Select. So there's another trick. You can change the select type. So if you want to select face, you're gonna have select mode face select. So you can move it. Sorry, you can edit it just like this, and that's the face select. And you can select it here. It's selecting edge here, just like this, and you can select vertex. It's named as vertex or vertex. It's some kind of dots. We were making simple drawings when we are kid. Do you remember? We were connecting the dots and we were drawing a rabbit or any kind of children animals. So you can consider it like this. So the vertices is so important. Okay, now, so by the way, you can press 1 2 3, and as you can see, you can change the select type 1 2 3. Okay, that's so simple. Get used to shortcuts. Okay, so try to use just 1 2 3, and you're gonna get used to it easily. Okay, now I want to select edge. I'm pressing 2 and I selected only this one, and I'm pressing W, which is moving. Okay, it's for moving, S for scaling, okay, and R for rotating. Okay, now I'm pressing W, and now Z axis, so press Z. So if you don't press, you can move it freely, but if you select an axis, in this case I want to select Z axis, it's snapping only the Z axis line. Okay, I can't move it to the sides, so that's I'm trying to do. Okay, now we have the roof here, so I'm looking from the side view, but I'm gonna show you another shortcut. When you are moving your camera freely, hold Alt and it's snapping. Look at this. I'm holding it and it's snapping to the perfect size or top view. Okay, Alt and middle mouse for my situation. So that's the trick. So I want to look from the side view and I need to decide the height of the roof. Okay, so that's okay. Yeah, definitely. And we have the angle for the roof. That's nice. What's next? The next thing is maybe we can have this border or frame. I don't know how to call it. So I think the flow first. By the way, I'm holding shift and right click. This is the 3D cursor. What is 3D cursor? 3D cursor mean, actually you got it right. So did you see the difference? So 3D cursor like a target. Maybe you can consider it like aiming. Okay, so in different kind of situations, do you see the red dot here? No, orange dot, sorry. It's origin. All of the objects have origins like this, and let me show the difference. It's center origin and it's rotating like this, and if you have an origin like this, it's rotating like this. Okay, it's the calling as origin. Yeah, there's no explain needed, just like this. Okay, so in different kind of situations you can have specific origins, like let's say here, and I'm placing my 3D cursor here and select it and origin to 3D cursor. Okay, so you can rotate it here. Yeah, 3D cursor has different kind of skills, but this is not our subject right now, but you got the point. Okay, so I'm just placing it randomly. I'm not aiming anything here. So add a cube, scale it down. I'm little bit working faster because you got these points. Okay, now I'm deciding the size or wideness of this border. I really don't know the name of this structure. Okay, do you see the problem here? Yeah, it's not aligned symmetrical or even. So you know what to do. Select this one and let me try to teach it to you in a different way. I'm gonna say it like action voiceover. I don't know. Okay, I want to have this object, and I'm selecting it. I want to have this object to align this object. It's so poor explaining. But you got the point. I'm so sure about this. I want to this object for the middle part of this object. Yeah. Cut to the chase. Okay. So I'm selecting them and my shortcut is Z, but don't bother that. I'm just aligning it. Okay. So let me do it with the menu. So that's why you don't want to have make some actions here. Look at this. I'm selecting this. I'm finding this. Okay. So just have shortcuts for the basic operations like align, like extrude and other stuff. You will get used to it. So I'm gonna align it just like this, but I don't want that. So try. This time I just want to have the only x-axis and it's symmetrical. Okay, so we have this shape here. I'm gonna call it shape. So there's a tricky part for this object. What is this? It's like a hole, or it's like a cut. Okay, we have a couple of different methods to get something like this. I need to duplicate it with Shift D, and I'm gonna use it as backup and I'm gonna show it to you. So, but before that, I need to teach you another thing. Just come here. You can have different kind of material types here. So I don't like this gray. It's so plain. I'm usually using this dark gray. It's so cool. Okay, so it's also good for my eyes. Okay, I'm working all day. So one more thing here, just come to this one and you can turn on the wireframe so you can see the actual structure of the objects. So you can find different options here. And the one last thing is just come here, cavity. Let me show what's happening here. Okay, it's kind of helping me to understand or define the edges. Look at this. Define the edges and the depth or other thing. Or you can have shadow, but it causes lagging. And you can turn it off. Backface culling, and I'm gonna explain it to you later. Also, you can have the color as random. So random, it's also helpful, but I don't like that. So if you have new objects, just like this, it's gonna have different colors. So it helps to differentiate all the objects. So that's an alternative for you. So I will stick with the material, and that's okay. Now we need to have a cut here just like this. The first method is to go to edit mode and Control R, but I can't see it exactly. Control R for edge loop, and just scroll the mouse scroll, and only 2 edge loops is okay for now. So we have this. Sorry, we have this, and if I move them, it's happening like this. And if you press one time, and you can slide it, okay? So are you happy with the position of the edge loops here? Okay, press one more time, and it's placed. So I'm still here, and I'm pressing S, scale, but S and X-axis. So press S, X, and you can only scale up and down on the X-axis. Okay, so I am trying to get the similar looking here. Okay, and I need one more edge loops here, which is Control R. Now I don't need it just vertical. Now this horizontal, and one click, I'm preparing the position. Yeah, it looks like this on the reference, and click one more time. So we have this shape. Now we need to delete this unwanted area. Okay, select type is face, and I'm selecting, by the way, hold shift if you want to select multiple faces or other things. So I'm selecting these guys here and press X to delete. Okay, you can also use delete button or X on my case. I don't remember if it's custom shortcut, but I think it's the standard shortcut. So you can delete lots of different kind of settings, but I'm gonna explain it to you later. Okay, so delete it, faces. Now we cut this area. Yay! It's a nice progress, right? So I'm just flying, but I'm gonna explain it to you later. So focus with F and pan view. You can also have the same result. Okay, so now we have open weird looking area. So we need to close these faces. It's so simple. So select this edge, select the opposite way, and go here, edge. It says bridge edge loops, and it's done. It's closed. Okay, so repeat it for these areas here. So pan view, I'm finding this one. Oh, and okay, we have the cut here. So what's next? The next thing is press edit mode and select these guys. just the inner side as an x-axis. Yeah, but right now I need to teach you something else. So if you hold Shift, Alt, and left mouse, oh, it's not working. Okay, I know why it's happening, but okay. Right now, we're gonna follow the other way. So you don't wanna have a shape like this, okay? Try to have good looking and straight edges for your models. So if you wanna move this, like this, just select all these objects. Let's place it here. It's gonna look better. So we need to select, no, not you. We need to select the loops here. And now you can make it a little bit here because the reference image says so, right? It's not completely vertical. So we are having something like this. Did you see? I didn't distort the edge lines here, so that's so important because it caused to artifacts or the problems with lighting later or texturing. It's gonna look like stretched. Okay, so right now we have this. Okay, that's nice. You can also have polished edges with the bevel. Okay, but before that, there's an essential trick here. Okay, let me show you. So this is bevel. Select it and push it like this. Look at this. It's not looking good, right? There's a problem. It's not looking fine. So it's happening because it's in a different position from the beginning of this object. So you can fix it by select this, Control A to apply. Okay, apply. Let me show you. Apply is making this transform for this object. It's making it like 0. Okay, so you are saying to Blender that make this object origin or data here. Okay, this is the beginning of this object. This is the home of this object. Okay, so let me show you. For example, do you see the numbers here? It's rotating just like this, right? So let's say I rotate it like this, but I want to go back to the previous angle. Okay, so if you come here and clear rotation, did you see it comes to 0 because it's the origin, it's the the start point for the object. Okay, so if you let me show you why it's happening. Where is it? If you clear location, look at this. It went to there because this is the home of this object. So we are saying the Blender that this is the home for this object. So if you go here with the object and let's say we rotated it also, and if you clear rotation, it fixed. If you clear location and it fixed. Okay, so that's why it's happening. So let's go back. I mean that it's, by the way, it's also available for scales. Did you see the difference here? It's changed. So it's kind of stretched for Blender when it comes to making bevel or other thing. So you need to apply scale all the time before you make some kind of edits. Look at this. Did you see? Now it's more clear and correct. So do you see the numbers at the right side? So it's calculating it with that origin points or data and you can achieve perfect bevels with making it like this. So we have this. If you don't like this looking here, it's so flat, right click and shade smooth. Oops, it's not looking good, right? So if you try shade auto smooth, and you're gonna have this. Of course, you can change the angle. Let's see what's gonna happen. Okay, I'm increasing the degree now. The different areas is smoothing because it's all about the angle. Okay, you are giving number to the blender that you can smooth angles until the 50 degree for now. So it's making it smooth because you say so, and it's not looking fine. So in this case, that's fine. You can also have it like this. Okay, that's fine right now. That's why it's called as auto smooth, because it's calculating it itself so successfully. Now we have the smooth cut area here. Let me show you another trick. It's more like little bit advanced, maybe. No, I don't think so, but you need to learn it too. That's the essential for modeling something. So let's cut it with different way, which is I'm adding a cube. It's called as cutter. Cutter is cutting objects. Okay, so now I'm making a similar empty space here, just like this. I'm preparing it. So this area is modifiers, and it's kind of different actions here, like boolean, it's cutting, like mirror, like other tons of stuff, but you can find them on my advanced tutorials, but not yet. Okay, now I'm selecting this first. That's also same for the modifiers. So I'm selecting and selecting. Okay, but you can make it in a manual way. So add modifier, generate boolean. So it's asking to you that who is cutter. Okay, that's so simple. Who is cutter? So you're gonna select the eyedropper, and you are saying that this object is cutter. Okay, now Blender understood you. Okay, guys. Oh my god. So I need to do another thing, which is I don't see any difference, right? But it's looking different now. So it means that it's cutting, but I want to see it how it's cutting actually. So select this and come to object, which is the data for this object and this object. You got the point. So come to here. No, viewport display, and come here. By the way, you can turn off shadow, or you can always make it in front or wireframe. You got that. So I'm changing it to bounce, wire, or solid. Okay, so wire is perfect for us because it's only color, and I want to see it how it's cutting. Okay, I need to see it if it's correct or not. So I have this, but there is angle here and it's so straight. So go to edit mode and select this edge loop and these edge loops. Sorry, it's not edge loops, it's edge. Okay, now you know what to do. Scale just on the x-axis little bit, and it's fine, right? So let's move this object and place it there. Oh, What happened? It's not coming with me. So you have a couple of different options. You may want to keep it as modifier. Sometimes you don't want to be so sure, and you may change your mind and try another thing. And if you apply it, you can turn it back. Okay, so you can select both and you can place it there where you want. Or maybe let's say you have tons of colors and it's a nightmare to select everything all the time. Okay, so you can have another option. Select this one first and this one second. Go to object, parent mean, we have parents, right? And we are holding their hands when we were kids. So you can memorize it like this. So this is the child and this is parent. Okay, now this object gonna hold this object's hands. You can name it like this. So select this and parent object. So do you see the dots, the dashed lines here? Just like this. It means that this object connected, parented this object. So in this case, you can select this object only, and because it's parent, and you can move it just this one, and it's gonna follow this because this one is child, this one is parent. So you can also make multiple objects here connected. Go to parent object. Look at this. This object has lots of children. So you can move it like this. It's also essential. So, but in my case, I don't want to have this kind of family story. So there is another option. So I'm so sure about this cutting. Okay, I'm okay with this. And now you can turn it to the basic shape. Okay, select this, come to modifier and apply. Okay, let's check it again, but before that, clear and keep transformation. If you want to cut the connection, okay, I don't want to connect it anymore, and come here, parent again, clear and keep transformation. All right, now we have the object with the cut, but I don't need this anymore. Okay, so there are two different options to do it. So in this case, we have the side and just place it here like this. Yeah, it's okay for now. So now I need to match the corners. Okay, so select it, face select, and move on the x-axis. And now I want to have it, I want to move all these objects area here just a little bit right. So how can you do it? Let's try. I'm selecting and moving. Oh, look at this. It's because you didn't select the behind. So how can you do it? Alt and Z. Okay, look at this. It's like X-ray, which is here. Toggle X-ray, so you can see the behind of the objects, and you can select all vertices, all edges. But in this case, if you select it, you can try to select face, but you see the problem. It's also not okay with a couple of different situations. So I'm selecting vertex and select these vertices here and turn off the X-ray and move. Now it's moving this area here Okay, and leave it like this. Yeah, that's it. Just touch it here. And okay. So I see that it's going like this, the same thing. I'm duplicating it with Shift D. Okay. So you can find, oh, what happened? You can go here, duplicate objects here from the menu, but remember what I said. Don't use the menu as possible as you can. So just get used to use the shortcuts. So I'm just pressing Shift D, and that's okay. By the way, press Shift D, I duplicate it, and I'm clicking right click because I wanna keep the same axis, same height. Okay, so let me show you the problem. So Shift D, and you may want to drop it here. So how can you align it back on the same height? Okay, so that's why Shift D and right click. Now just click one time. It's also duplicated, but in the same position. So that's so easy to work with. So let's prepare it just like this. Okay, and it's not touching here. And now X-ray, Alt Z, vertices, and turn off. Now you can prepare it perfect. All right, now there's another boolean here. So you know how to make it. Another cube here. Now I need to look from here with Alt and camera view. So it's middle mouse for me. So make it fast. Now I can modify the object before make it cutter. So X-ray vision and select it, turn off, just make it little bit angle, just like this. And now you can make it boolean, come to modifier, generate, and boolean, select the cutter, and I can apply because I'm not gonna use it, so you don't need to make it wireframe. So we have another color here. That's fine. Oh, we have a door here. That's nice. So I have another trick for you. We have a door here. Let's place the door in a rough way. So just place it, make it wider maybe. Okay, just like this. And place it. So we have a problem here. Look at this, it's overlapping. We don't want that. Let's make it smaller, but it's making just like this. You don't want that. So in this kind of situations, we have a cool and so easy the way to change the origin point. So press edit mode and just press A to select all object here and move it just like this. As you can see, the origin point is not moving. Okay, so come here just like this. It's not so important, but okay, let's leave it like this and tab. Now just place it the same position. Now try to scale down. Did you see what the origin point is doing? Okay, so that's why it's important. You can also turn it like this, like a watch, you know, maybe it's like a turbine or, you know, other stuff, you know, maybe a wheel. You can make a wheel. Okay, so scale down just like this, and yeah, that's fine. We solved the problem. Yay. Yeah. Now I saved it, and maybe I can use it here, but now I can't do it like this. Actually, I can do it, but okay, I can do it like this, but I wanted to show you different thing. So we have an action named mirror. So you got the point, the axis, right? The green one is y-axis, the red one is x-axis, and the blue one is z-axis, right? The z-axis is the blue one. So if you want to mirror it, it means that turn it like mirror, okay? Just like this. I want to have it like this. So I want to make a mirror. So it's going to be Y global because, you see the axis. It's on the Y axis and it's going to be mirror on the Y axis. Okay, so mirror on Y global. Did you see? Now it's like a mirror. So you can also, let's say, mirror on Z axis. Okay, which means turn it to up, okay, not the sides. So in this case, mirror and Z global. Did you see? It's so simple to understand it, right? So now place it here and scale down because we don't have time for little bit details. So we have this object here and let's make it a little bit bigger. Now this is the rough shape for the door, but I don't want that as the door. So let's make a frame here. It's so simple. It's extremely simple situation. Just have it, duplicate it, and I duplicate it, but I'm not leaving it and pressing Z to move it on the Z axis. Okay, duplicate it. I'm not dropping it. Okay, press X, press Y, or press S. What is this S? Z axis. So rotate it. Now I just want to rotate it like this. Okay, so it's moving freely. We don't want that. So R for rotating, and let's try its y-axis. It's rotating it like this. X-axis rotating like this, and Z-axis. Yeah, you got the point. So I want that, but I can't do it manually. Okay, so hold Control. I'm holding Control and look at this, the left corner. Do you see? Now I'm rotating it like this, and 90 degree I can apply. That's so simple. So I'm moving it here. So you know the point, X-ray vision, and bring it here. Duplicate it on the Y-axis. Now we have the frame. I can use the same or similar objects for the other objects. So I duplicated it on Z-axis, bring it here, scale for the steps. Did you see that? Now we have the steps here. And one more. I duplicate it and slide it on the X-axis and make it smaller. And so if it's so fast, so it's hard to place it exact point, you can hold Shift. Do you see that? Hold Shift is like a slow motion for the moving, so it's gonna help you to catch the right position. Okay, so we have this. Yeah, we have a cool entrance for the building. So that's so easy to keep it for the other sides, but our house little bit long, but we're gonna have this area here. So let's make the door, duplicate it, and slide it z-axis, and I'm gonna make it like this. Now I can turn on the wireframe because everything is overlapping and it's like confusing. So we have the door. I need to move it, but I don't see the top part. X-ray vision. I select face, turn off, and did you see? Okay. You can fix this problem in the same way, just like this. All right. So, little bit inside. Okay. Now we have two windows here. Did you see that? Yeah, why not? So let's have a cube here, just like this. I need one more cube, duplicate it. Now there is another trick here. So it's centered, right? So if you select both of them and align it, did you see the problem? It's overlapping. No, we don't want that. So select this one and Control J. It's join. So you can find it here. It's join. And I'm gonna make it join. Now it's like a one object. So select the active and try it align. It's y-axis, and now it's centered with the correct way. Now we have the building. Just duplicate it and let's make it a little bigger. But do you see that the origin point is on the left and it's not making it centered scale? So that's so simple. Go to object here, set origin and origin to geometry. So it's centered and you can scale up and down. So correct way. And we have the colors. These are colors actually, just little bit here. Now I can join them and the modifier generate and boolean. Who is the color? Just select the cube 14 and come here, report display to wire. Did you see that? It's boolean with multiple objects. So are we happy with the position? Not exactly. Now I need to go to X-ray. Okay, and select the vertices here and make it like this. Since we didn't apply the modifier, it's still calculating the action, so you can see different kind of new faces, new vertices or edges, because it's calculating it the correct way. So I'm happy with the height and wide angles. Just maybe these are, yeah, now these are correct. Yeah, kinda. Okay, now I can apply it because I'm happy with the result. I need to apply it because, you know, it's like a unwanted weight for my project. You need to work clean. So we have this. Oops. We have this building. Okay. So if I turn off the wireframe, we have this shape. So you can also activate the shadow, and look at this. My version is, I guess, a little bit small. I'm not sure. Let me try. Let me try this big building here. Is it small or not? I couldn't decide it. Anyway, I don't care. So now we have this area here. Okay, that's nice. We have a door handle, but I don't want to do it. So let's select all, and now you know how to join it. Control J, and yeah, we have the door here. So we have a light here. We have a lantern. So I can make it with a cube, but turn off the shadow. It's so dark. We don't want that. So it's so simple. Just select this angle and select this. Now I need to extrude it because I need another platform for the top side. So press E, and we have this new face. Just make it like this. Make it a little bit more smaller. And there's a ball here. It's so simple. Shift A, add UV sphere, and place it like this. Now it's looking flat, right? Do you remember what to do? Select right mouse and shade auto smooth, and that's perfect. Now just select this one, align objects, and now I need to select multiple axes for the centered view. Let me see from the side and make it a little bit smaller, just like this. Make it more smaller, and we have the similar shape. You can have better one and make it a little bit longer. So we have this. Now there are a couple of different faces here. So I'm happy to show you another trick. So don't forget to apply the scale before that. Oh, did you realize the color difference here? It's more dark here. Did you get it? So let me explain something else. Why it's happening? It's because the face orientation. What does this mean? It means that this is the object, and there are two facets, two surfaces for all of objects. Okay, so red means that this is the inside of the object. So you can think about the real life. So think about my headphone. This is the outside, right? So it's blue. Okay, but in other side, inside of this headphone is red, should be red because it's the inside. So every object has inside and outside, right? So Blender is calculating it just like this. So it says that it's the inside, but it's not, right? So that's why it's a problem. How can you fix it? So you can fix it by edit mode and select all. Go to mesh, normals, and recalculate outside. Now it's fixed. Now this is the actual outside of the object. But in some kind of different situations, you need to make a manual flipping, which is come to mesh, normals, flip. Okay, that's so simple. But keep it in your mind. If you see it, always you need to check it for the face orientation here, okay? And if you see unwanted red color, just fix it like this, because if you want to make it textured or, something else, there will be problem. Yeah, because it's the inside, okay? Red is inside, blue is outside. That's so simple. So in this case, we fixed it, and we applied the scale. That's also fine. And now I can select this area, these faces here. And now come to inset faces. And oh no, why it happened? Just like this. Come to here. Okay. It's kinda, let me show you. Let me show you here. There are a couple of different things with the, the affecting area. I mean that I'm gonna show what's happening here. So select both of these. Do you see that? It's scaling individually for each object. So this is the point for transform pivot point or affecting area. So bounding box is the whole area. Okay, so now it has something like this, and it's just making it like this. And you can also have 3D cursor, and it goes there when you scale down or rotate it. It's like a pivot point. So pivot point is the middle right now, and individual origins, yeah, you got the point. So in this case, there's a problem with the action I want. So if I make it inset, I don't want that kind of thing, but it's calculating it as a one piece. So if you come to here, it's individual. Individual means that individual. So now that's what I want to do. Okay, now that's perfect because I want to have this frame for the lantern. And go to face. Extrude faces means that it's making it like this. But if you make it extrude face along normals, it looks like there's no difference here, but there's difference here because in some kind of situations it's making a problem. So in this kind of cases, for different angles and different faces, just use it extrude faces along normals. So every object, every face going along its normals, just like this. And now it's so clear. Okay, so make it a little bit wider and taller. Yeah, we have this. Nope. We have this object here, and there's a little part here, and inset face. If it's not enough, and if it's not going so small, so one inset face and scale up and down the face, and extrude and scale up and down. Yeah, we have this part, and the lantern is ready. Yeah, that's a nice progress. So I need to mount it to the wall or the door. I'm not sure, but it doesn't matter. So let's make a cube here. Just make it touch and align it. Where is this? Yeah, I just align it. Go here and select face in edit mode. Let's make it like this. I need an edge loop here because I want to extrude it on this axis, just like this. I need to make this shape. So select it. And I need one more edge loop here. And extrude this face. Maybe make it bigger. Another one. And yeah, there's a different kind of lantern here. So the lantern is ready. Did you see the color difference? Look at this. it's happening when you join this, because each object has different normals and it's changing to according to other objects. So if you see the color changing like this, okay, just go to face orientation and you're gonna see the problem. Yeah, that's why it's changing the color, and you know how to do it. Recalculate outside and everything is fine. Okay, we have lantern here. So it's also so simple to make windows with this knowledge, and so you can have frame like this with separated objects, or you can have it with edge loops just like this. Let me show you. I'm having two objects, two faces, and extruding it like this, and you can add these guys. But in this case I have another information for you. So now we have not symmetrical and not aligned, edges here. So how can you fix it? I'm selecting vertices with X-ray and come here. It's snapping area. Okay, if you turn on and vertex, it's gonna snap automatically all the time, but I don't like it. So turn off and you can snap to face, edge, and other stuff. But in this case, I need to snap to vertices because it needs to be on the same line. So I'm moving the lines, moving the vertices on the Y line, Y axis. That's more accurate. So I'm holding control. If you hold control, it's gonna snap it. Okay, it's like a manual snapping. So now it's on the same line. Okay, so we fixed it so easily. And now I need to join this. So extrude it, but it's gonna be overlapping. I don't want that. Delete the faces, delete this face, and there are a couple of different options you can have. The first one is select edge loop. Do you remember that? Shift, Alt, and left mouse, and we selected the loop. And same thing here. Go to edge and bridge edge loops. Okay, so if you do that, you're gonna have extra edge loops here, and you may don't want to have it just like this. So you can delete it with dissolve edges. Dissolve option is it's deleting unwanted or useless edges or vertices and other stuff. Okay, it's just dissolving the unwanted edges or other stuff. So you can delete the dissolve edges, and now you can have perfect looking frame here. You can also make different kind of action. Let me show you that action too. I'm in the vertex select, so you can merge each vertices. So if you come here, merge at center, look at this. If you merge at cursor, it's going to cursor. If you merge at, where is this? If you merge at first mean is I selected first, and the second one, and you can merge at last, just like this. Okay, and there's another option that you can merge by distance. Merge by distance is kind of automatic operation. So if you increase, select all, or select all, and merge by distance. Do you see that? If I increase the distance, it's gonna merge it automatically, okay? We don't want that. So select it and merge at last. You got the point. Merge at last. Okay? It's like a, stitching. You can consider yourself as a tailor and you are stitching the holes and you are patching something like this. Merge at last. Yeah, there are a couple of different methods, and yeah, it's so useful for now. And we have the wire, no, it's frame. Yeah, we have this. So we can keep it as one object, just like I showed you. You can have edge loops here, just like this, okay? And you can align it with the snap, okay? Just snap it and, extrude it and other stuff. Or you can keep it as another object and align it, because it's looking like a different piece here. So it's up to you, okay? Choice is yours. So in this case, I can have it like this, align it, and join. Did you see the difference? Yeah, that's an alert. Did you see that? Now you know what's the problem. Yeah. Recalculate the outside, and now it's okay. So we have this building here and a little bit right side maybe. Okay. So we have a frame already, so I can use it, but as you can see, it's distorting the up and down side because it's looking like stretching. I don't want to stretch it, so go to edit mode, vertex, X-ray, and just lift it like this, okay? Not scale up and down. So you're gonna distort it if you scale up and down like this, okay? So we have a clean, oh, did you see? Yeah, that's why I'm telling you that don't stretch it. So how can you fix this kind of problems? Let's say, you stretch it, just go here and look from the front view and X-ray. You can manually fix it, or you can select the outsides, and it's not working. Why? Because it's individual origins. Yeah. Now if you change it to bounding box, now it's making it. So these are the stretched area, right? So I can de-stretch or unstretch. I don't know how to say it. So we fix the problem. Yeah. Since it's a two objects, because we joined them, it's actually looking like one object, but it's not. So you can separate. Maybe you change your mind and you don't want this object here, right? Or you want to separate it. So select all and mesh, separate by loose parts. Loose parts means that different objects are loose parts because it's not connected, it's just joined. So you can select it by selection. What does this mean is, so let's say I'm selecting these, and if you separate it by selection, it's gonna separate the selected areas, okay? So in this case, select all. I just want to separate the joined objects. Select by loose parts, and did you see? Because it was a different object, okay? That's why it's loose objects. Okay. In this case, by the way, there's another option, which is separate by material. Material means that the color or textures. So let's say you have material 1 here, and this face has another material. So if you select and say that select separate by material, all different material objects gonna separate. Okay, that's another useful trick. So we don't want that. Now I wanna fix the thickness, and I'm gonna use it like the inner frame. So set origin to geometry and make it a little bit thinner and duplicate it. Right click, rotate it, holding control and 90-degree rotation, and a little bit thicker. Oh shit, yeah, where am I? Yeah, just like this. And we have the object. Okay, now we have the frame, and I need another piece here, just like this. Align it like this, and I need to look from the front view. It's so simple to make this piece. I'm making it. So we can have, by the way, I can change the material, like, no, it's too light. What else we have? Yeah, that's more acceptable. Yeah. Turn on the wireframe. Yeah, that looks fine. Okay, now we need to make it select in X-ray mode and scale up on the y-axis a little bit, but there's a curve here. Did you see that? So how can we have this? It's so simple. Just edge loop with Control R. I need 2 edge loops here and select these vertices. Just lift up a little bit. Yeah, we have the shape here right now. So you can keep it like this, like flat and sharp, or you can add bevel to make it look a little bit more polished. And do you see that? It's so soft, and there's angle, and we have the shape here. So what's next? This, what is this? I don't know the name. Maybe window cover, I can say that. I think I need to make them a little bit thicker because I need a little bit more space to mount it here, and just like this. I need to align it just for the x-axis, and maybe I can align it for z-axis also. And so you can scale up like this, and you can try to place it the correct way. You can select vertices and make it wider. You can also have the origin point here, and you can scale up and down. Yeah, we have 3 options. So basic options. This is okay. Now I need this inner extrusion here, so I need inset first. Oh, it's not even. It's the same problem again. Do you remember how to solve it? I think you remember that. So apply, Control A, scale. Okay, now try it again. Yeah, we fixed it. So extrude. I'm extruding it with, what is that? Okay, yeah. So 1 inset and 1 extrusion with E. Okay, or you can use it here. And we have this area here. So you can have lots of edge loops, and you can select one by one, just like this. Oh my God. And you can extrude it to have this shape here. And my suggestion is to change it to individual origins, make it a little bit like this, and move them down. Okay, move them down, but this one is making problem. So just hide it like this for now. Okay, now we have the similar looking shape here, or you can have different objects just like this. Okay, you know how to do it. So duplicate it. If you press Shift R, okay, I duplicated like this. If you press Shift R, it's replicate, it's repeat the last action. Okay, now it's repeating it. Or let's say you move the object here, press Shift R. Okay, Shift R is just repeating the last action. So in this kind of shapes, so let's say you have the separators just like this. We have a couple of repeated objects, so you can duplicate first time and place it there and use Shift R, and you can duplicate in same distance, and it's like a repeat operation. So we have this window cover, yeah, something like this. Yeah, now it's time to show you another trick. I love this video because I showed you tons of stuff. Okay, so I have to make it even, right? I need to have a window just like this, but sometimes there are different shapes, so you can't just have it like this with duplicating. You need to also make it mirror and other stuff, so it needs to look symmetrical in specific situations. So what's the trick? So if you want to have it mirror just like here, okay, so let's try the simple mirror, and the result is this. Do you see that it's making mirror for this origin point? So think simple. What we need to do, we need to have this origin point in the center of this window. So the window has the origin point here. First, we need to fix it. Origin to geometry, and now it's centered. Now I need to have the same origin point here, right? I need that orange dot here for the same position, and I can make a mirror in a symmetrical way. So what can you do about it? Shift S. There is a menu here just like this. It's all about the snapping origin points and cursors and other stuff. So if you select selection, the cursor, you're gonna move the object to selection. You're gonna move this object to 3D cursor, or Shift S, cursor to grid, cursor to world origin, cursor to selected. Did you see? Now we have 3D cursor on the same point with the origin point here. Okay, so just keep that in your mind, and I can have the origin point for this object, set origin to 3D cursor. Yeah, did you see? Now these have same origin points and same position. there. So it means that if I duplicated it and leave it with right click mouse, it's still there. Okay, so if you make mirror operation on Y global, did you see that? Now we have symmetrical window cover. So why you need to do that? Let me show you. So let's say you have an object with a custom shape, not like just a box or other stuff. Let's say you have this, you know, maybe spikes or, you know, something custom shape. And of course you need to have it as duplicated and mirror, but it's like a nightmare and painful if you try to make it manually. So if you do it and make duplicate, leave it with right mouse and mirror on Y global. Yeah, did you see? Now it's so perfectly symmetrical. Yeah, that's the trick. Keep that in your mind. Okay. Now I go to back, please. Yeah. Now you have some limited you know, undo operation number, so don't go too far if you want to try something, or you can't go back. In maybe in my case, I think I have 20 steps back history. I'm not sure, but you can change it from the preferences. Not now. Okay, it's not the subject of our course right now. I just duplicate it, mirror and Y global. Yeah, that's perfect. Also, it has advantage for preparing the origin points just like that. For example, let's say you want to duplicate it and have it. Let me hide it with H. By the way, I'm hiding them with H. So let's say you want to have a radial duplicate operation. So I'm hiding and showing it with N, by the way, this menu here. So just duplicated it and rotate it like this. Okay, you can make it Shift R. Okay, so you can have for example like this. You can have like this. You know, it's a custom array, but also you can make it with modifier. There are array option. So, you know, there are lots of different selection here like this. You can change it with you know, the settings, but in a nutshell, if you have correct origin points, you can have it just like this rotation, and you can duplicate it. Let me you know, you can have selections here, just duplicate it and mirror, just duplicate, mirror, and yeah, you got the point. So Alt H brings back all the stuff for invisible objects. So you can hide it with H. H for hide. Okay, just hide it. And Alt H bring it back. So you can hide it with view, or it's not view. Yeah, it should be in the view. Let me find it. Okay, whatever. Yeah, it's something here, but I have no time to find it. But it's something here. Yeah. So where are you? Okay. Anyway, H for hide and Alt H bring it back. So if you want to isolate one object, just maybe you want to work only with this door, Shift H, isolate only this object. Okay, and you see, let me show you. I need to hide myself. Wait a minute, please. Okay, so let me oh shit, let me show you. We have the outline here. This menu is outliner. Okay, it's something like layers for the Photoshop, and it's cube. You can rename it as house. You can change everything, but it doesn't matter if you have it here or not. It's not Photoshop, so you just have this. So you can also make collections. It's like grouping objects, which is if you want to have this window in one collection, it's so easy to choose it. So press S. It's not S, dude. It's Z. Oh my God. So press Z and move to collection. So you can find it. Maybe it's my custom shortcut. So in case of that, I need to show it to you from the menu. Okay, let's find collection. Okay, you found it, and move the collection, link the collection, create new collection, remove from collection, and other stuff. Okay, so it's all about the collections. So in my case, you can change the shortcut, by the way. My shortcut is Z because I'm trying to have all of my shortcuts in my left hand range. Okay, I don't like to make some move like this. By the way, I need to show myself. I'm wearing this because I almost wasted my wrists. Okay, so I need all of my shortcuts in my left hand range. So let's say this is the keyboard. So I'm working like this. All of the shortcuts are in my range. Okay, I'm pressing Ctrl J and like this, Ctrl D, Shift D. So everything is here. Otherwise, you need to try to reach to other side of the keyboard, something like hold, some operations like this. Maybe I can show it to you. Let me show my keyboard. So it's so long. Do you see that? It's so long keyboard. So you don't want to have a shortcut, just Control M, Control P. Do you see that? It's so far away from my left hand range. So if you have it like this, you're gonna have problem if you want to work so fast, if you want to work fast, and if you want to impress your boss on your agency or studio or your client. You need to have all shortcuts in your range for left hand. Okay, so I have also lots of buttons on my mouse. So I have different kind of shortcuts on my mouse. So you got the point, right? Everything should be in your range for your hands, or just with one click or two. That's all. So you can work extremely fast if you do that. Okay, just keep that in your mind and try to do it. All right, now, so in my case, I'm using as, oh my God, what is this as? It's Z. So let me hide myself again, and I'm selecting this and I'm using Z, but let me show you here. Collection, move to collection, and you can transfer all the selected objects to another collection. Like scene collection mean is this. Okay, do you see that? Scene collection is the whole area. Okay, so in this case, I just want to have the window collection. So new collection, you can rename it as window. So you can name it and change the collection name whenever you want. So as you can see, we have the window collection, and maybe you can have what collection, maybe just like this. Okay, maybe you don't want to join them, right? So it's so possible when it comes to modeling something, and just bring it to new collection as door. Okay, now you have door collection. So let me show you the advantage of the making this. So if you select any object here, belongs to window collection, so you can select any of them here. And if you press Shift G, select grouped, okay, it came here. So you can also select here, you can find different selection types. So select all by type, mesh, select similar, or select more or less. It's something like this. Let me show you. It's working in the same object, okay? So if you select a face like this, and if you select more, my shortcut is Shift 4. So if you select more, did you see that? I'm pressing Shift 4 and I selected all step by step. Or let's say you have joined objects. Let me show it to you here. I need to join this. Okay, we have 3 different objects, but they are joined. So let's say you want to make an edit here just for this object. Okay, maybe I want to move it. So you need to select all, but it's not possible like this. So let's say Shift 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It doesn't matter. I'm just pressing it until I select all faces. Okay. As you can see, I didn't select all of the grouped object here, but it's joined, right? So that's the useful thing to do. I'm pressing Shift 4, Shift 4. You can make your shortcut, and yeah, I selected all, and I can move only this object here, but it's still joined. Okay, you can also duplicate the selected object here, and if you go back, it's still grouped. Yeah, that's the advantage. Okay, so keep that in your mind. In our case, I don't need to select more or less. I just wanted to teach it to you, and now I just want to select the collection. Okay, these all objects. So I can select this one, Shift G, or select grouped here, and come to collection. You can see children, parent. Did you remember what I say about the parenting? Let me show you. Just I need your couple of more minutes. So let's link this or parent this with the object. Okay, now this is the child and this is parent. Okay, so you can move them separate that way, but it's gonna move with all the objects parented here. So let's say you have tons of different children for this one object, and maybe you wanna select all of them and edit. Maybe it's possible, and in this case, Shift G, you can select children. Okay, it's a useful feature for selecting character and armature and skeleton maybe. So sometimes you need to duplicate the character and rig together and as a unique object. So in this case, I'm selecting children and I reselect it again and I'm duplicating it. Now it's a unique object with the children. So it's definitely a useful operation. You'll see that soon. Yeah. Sooner or later, you're gonna see it yourself. So in this case, you can select the children like this, or for example, you have this object, Shift G, you can select parent. So in a complex scene just like this, you may not see the parent. Yeah, lots of children's. This object has thousands of children. Yeah, so you can search, where is this parent? Oh shit, where is this parent? So you can select Shift G, parent, and you found it. Okay, you don't want to mess with this kind of chaos here, so keep it in your mind. You can select children, but it's not working because this object is already the children. So you can select parent first, okay, and after that you can select children. Now you can make edits or something, yeah, you name it. So that's useful to know how to use parent and children and select specific objects. So I made a problem myself. Yeah, what a nice move, right? Yeah, look at this, there are children everywhere. Yeah, whatever. So by the way, I need to bring myself back, or not yet, maybe. Yeah, bye bye. Okay, I just didn't finish it. So now we have the collection here. So let's select collection, and you're gonna see a little bit light gray around this box. Okay, it means that you have selected some objects in this collection. So if you open up this, and you can see the selected objects here. No, that's my mistake, I'm sorry. You're gonna see this light gray, okay, not this one. I'm sorry about it. You're gonna see this light gray here. So if you open up this window, you're gonna see the selected objects here. So just check it here. You're gonna see the changing here. Okay, it means that it's all about the collection itself. So you're gonna find the selected object, or you can press dot, you know, on your keyboard. If you press dot, and it's period, actually the correct name, it's period. If you press period, so if you want to find specific objects here, so let's say I want to find this one, and let me decrease the sound. Okay, so I want to find the part of this object here. Just have the mouse here and press dot, and you're gonna find the object here. So let's close it, just press dot, and you found it. Okay, yeah, that's useful operation. So what is this? The eye and the camera. So if you turn off the eye, you don't see it in your scene, but if you render it, it's gonna still be there. Okay, so you want to see it, but you don't want to have it in your render, so you can turn off. You're gonna see it here, but it won't be available or visible in your render if you turn on or turn off. Okay, so there's another useful trick, which is press it, filter, and come here, and you press this filter. It's all about the toggles in direct or selectable. So in this case, I'm selecting this. Do you see the cursor here? So if you press it, turn off, it's locked. Okay, so you can't choose it. Do you see that? I can't choose it because it's locked. Okay, so it's also useful because sometimes you don't want to mess with lots of different if you want to select this, let's say this is the object here. Okay, you chose this right now. It is this, and I'm turning off. Okay, now it's locked. So that's useful. So that's the point for this window, and I can bring it myself back. Okay. Now we have this. Let's bring myself back. Where am I? I'm here. So we have this window here, and the window and collection. Yeah. And now I'm selecting it, and maybe this frame here. It's so easy to do. Just cube. Where is this huge? It's not moving at all because why? Oh, right. Now it's not moving at all. Let's find out the reason. It's happening because we pressed a period, and if you select this, it won't move anything. It's just only locations. Only locations means that you can move every object here just like this. Okay, but you can't rotate it individually. Okay, you can scale, or you can't scale or scale down. It's just like blocking the rotation and scale. Okay, so press period again and turn off this so you can rotate it. So now we have this window here. We have the frames here, and select the collection, make it bigger, and just have it here. It's looking a little bit weird, I know, but we can fix it by editing the door just a little bit longer, and maybe that's better. Yeah. And now we can have the small window a little bit there and a little bit higher, and you also. Thank you. And let's check that. Yeah, it's correct. And yeah, we can have the corner woods here. That's so simple. We have a cube here. Let's make it longer, just like this, scaling, and you can have it manually. Just make it touchier, and you can select the vertices here, and yeah, that's perfect. Now you can duplicate it just here, and we have all these objects, and duplicate one more time and rotate it. By the way, if you look at from the perfect side views and rotate it, it gonna only turns like this. Okay, you don't need to worry about the side views, so you can have the shape here just like this. And now in the X-ray mode, I'm selecting the vertices here, and I can make edits just like this. Okay, why am I doing this? Because it has a shape just like this, right? So now I can select this face, and now I can extrude it, just fix the direction just like that. Now we have the basic shape of these decorations here. So do you remember that? Just press Ctrl A, apply scale, and of course it's problematic now. Don't forget to fix it. And now you can select this and this edge, and you can add bevel in a perfect and clean way. Okay, increase the segments here. Now you can have similar shapes, but I don't need to waste my time with simple small details. Just have it like this, and that's enough for me. So now we have the balcony style, or I don't know the name of this structure. So we have this here. Just look at from the front view. We have this, and it's going along a little bit. I'm just checking this area. Let me show you. I'm just checking the height and distance with this and with this area, just like this. So I can make a calculation. Maybe it ends here, but there's a square here. I need edge loops here. Now you can go until that point or something like this. Yeah, don't forget to push it like this. And yeah, now it has similar shape, but little bit scale down. And yeah, that's perfect. Okay, that works. Yeah, now we have this balcony. I can call it as balcony, and I can duplicate this one and rotate it in x-axis 90-degree, and it's like playing like a Lego. And now you can have this, just make it touch here, and after that we have this shape ready. But as you can see, it's in the center view. So just select this and align object in the middle of the building. So it's not a problem. We can fix it easily. We have the door just here, just like this. No problem at all. Okay, so you can align it here, and you can select the collection with Shift G, collection, and you can just little bit make it small and just make it correct. Yeah, that's fine. Or you can have it little bit here, just like this. Now just slide them in the y-axis here, and I need to have this little bit like this, and yeah, everything is fine. So now it's more correct with the reference, right? So these kind of things are important when you work with the references. So I can duplicate this one, and I need to mirror it. So object mirror and y global, and that's fine. Yeah, we have the mirror decoration. Now I can keep working on this balcony, but maybe I can have this structure, the thick one. Okay, just align it. I'm using Z. My shortcut is Z. So align object. So that's this is the reason for the shortcut is important, because I can make it align with one click, and I can make it with one click move to collection. By the way, I'm not using a Z for align. It's the left side of the Z button. I don't know what is this name. It's like left arrow and right arrow. You know that button, right? So just increase it a little bit. Now we have a couple of bevel operations here. Do you see the bevel just like this? Okay, so remember that, apply scale and select only this edge and make it bevel. Yeah, that's perfect. So this object is a little bit tricky. So why? I can add add edge loop here to make it continue. Come back here. I can make it continue here just like this and extrude it like this. But when it comes to making bevel, you're gonna see a little bit problems. So let's try it. Okay, now it's working perfect. Okay, thankfully. But when it comes to this angle, so you can have bevel for the corners, for edges, so you're gonna have some little bit problems like disorientated edges. So you can try a couple of things here. So lots of different kind of selections, segments and shape here, or you can have different kind of selections, and you can find the perfect way to have it. So in our case, it's a little bit disorientated. So just select the vertex here and snap it to vertex from the top side. And I'm sliding it on the Z-axis and holding Control. Now it's snapped. So in this kind of situations, you need to have something like this fixing, but it's still problematic. Let me show you why. Always remember that rule. Try to have your object as quads. Quad means that you need to have 4 edges for a face. Okay, triangles also works, but you need to try the best you can do and try to have quads for all the faces. So what's the advantage of the quads? So you can have edge loops whenever you want. So you can keep modeling your objects with the edge loops. Okay, edge loops is essential for 3D modeling. But as you can see, I have bevel here, but I lost the edge loop availability. So now I can't add edge loops here until this area, and it's not working. It's because we have lots of vertices here, and let's count the edges to see if it's correct phase. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so you can that's an advanced tutorial, but I'm just gonna tell you the basic of the problem. There's n-gons, so you just gonna have little bit information about it. Okay, so we have quad here, so it's gonna keep working on it, okay, until this area. So you need to fix it yourself. So let's say you're gonna have edge loop here, and if you use K, it's knife knife tool. So press K and it's snapping itself automatically. Just knife it until this area, and if you press enter, you have this new face. Okay, so that's the correct way. I'm just trying again. Do you see that? Now it's working until this area. So you got the point, right? You need to fix it yourself by adding edge loops and knives, and I'm just gonna show it to you once for now, so you're gonna have a knowledge about it. I cut it with knife and I fixed it. Do you see that? Always try to have this kind of edge loops here, and if you see that it's not looping itself, it means that there's a small problem, so fix it yourself. So your clients and your studios always expect this kind of clean models. Okay, that's so important, but it's an advanced tricks and methods. I'm gonna show it to you later, and it's available on my advanced tutorials for concept arts, but right now it's enough for you to know this kind of basic knowledge about the edge loops and quads. Okay, so let's see if I can come back. No, I don't have enough history limit, so let's place it back manually. Where was it? Okay, it's here. Just align it on y-axis. Okay, so it means that we have a nice looking bevel, but after you make bevel, you need to fix it yourself because you may want to still keep modeling, right? Even if you apply a bevel, so just keep it in your mind, that kind of situations. So it makes another problem if you don't have quads. Let me show you. There's a modifier named as subdivision surface. It means that it's making more high poly shade auto smooth. Do you see that? It's looking more sharp and in high quality. Just let me show what it's making. So in this case, if you want to make it sharp, just like this, you need to add edge loops. When you work with high poly objects, like real life objects and other stuff, let me show you. Did you see that? Now it's so high quality, and when I add edge loops here, you're gonna have sharp corners and edge. Look at this. Yeah, do you know what I mean? So you need to have you need to be available for adding edge loops to make high poly objects and to giving details just like this. Let me show you, because it's essential for making hard surface operations just like this. So always try to have quads and edge loops. Okay, so that's all for the quad knowledge. All right, we have the shape here. I'm just selecting the vertex here and bring it here. Now everything looks fine. Now I can make a mirror modifier. Let's see, we have the origin point on the correct position. So it means that I can directly go generate mirror and change the axis on y-axis, right? So we have a small empty space area, but if you turn it to make something like bisect, where is this? Let me select in the correct way. Let me show you. So if you have bisect is something like cropping and just like this, okay, it's happening something like this. So come back here. Now this time I need to have this without the bisect, and you can have the clipping, because when it comes to touching objects, you need to have clipping to make a clear and clean connection part. So I saw the empty space. It's still just mirrored, just like this. Okay, this is the mirror object. So if you apply something, you're gonna have the mirror effect on the other side. So we have an empty space and I need to fill it. So select vertex just like this with X-ray mode and slide it. Do you see that? Now it's merged, okay? Because we have a merge selection turned on. So we have a clean looking mirrored object. So do you see that? If you are happy with the result, just apply it and keep working. Okay, now we can have the structure for the corners. So let's prepare it just like this. I'm selecting face and in this case, I think I have a cute idea. Just have apply the scale and select all the edges. I'm using X-ray because I can see the inside. So I can add bevel, but little bit just like this. All right. So that's a cute looking low poly style structure. So I can duplicate it and slide it Y global, and I need to join them and align it with this bigger part just like this. Now it's centered, and I can make it a little bit higher, and I need another cube here. Just look from this view. Okay, and select this, and we have the top part for this object. So just duplicate it. By the way, I'm duplicating it and right click. Now I'm rotating it. Look from top view, align it, scale it down, and it's a little bit thicker, and just something like this. All right, now we have this area here, but I need a wooden roof kind. What is this? It's a frame for the roof. So come here, I'm turning it manually, and so there's another situation here. I need to scale down on this individual axis. So if you press it one time, it doesn't work. But if you press double for the y-axis or the x-axis, each of them is working like this. So S and press Y global. Now it's working on this individual axis here. So that's so important if you want to have this kind of scaling down. And now I'm pressing double time, and I'm sliding it just like this. Now we have the roof, but now I need to scale it down. But do you hear my keyboard? I'm pressing it double time, and I have the correct angle. Now I can place it there just like this and slide it a little bit. Yeah, we have this. Now select this vertex and these vertices. Now slide it here until the inside of the roof, and we have this. Let me make it a little bit thicker, and yeah, that's fine. And I need to make another duplicate for the other side and mirror Y global. This time I'm gonna make it manually. Okay, and I can make them join. So I'm happy to have another problem here, but before that, just fix the normals. So we have a shape like this. How can you make it merged in something like this? Look at the triangle. So you can delete the faces just like we did before, but as you can see, I have another problem, which is I made it overlapped. So since it's a one piece, I need to separate by loose parts. Do you remember that? Mesh, separate by loose parts. So let's fix this. I'm sliding it on y-axis, but now I'm holding control to snap the vertex here. Now it's not overlapping and perfect mirror. That's the first fixing. So Control J, and now I need to make it one piece here. So we have a couple of ideas and ways to do it. The first one is I'm selecting it, this both vertices, and slide it just like I did before, double time. And when you are sliding it, just like here, I'm dropping them, and one more time, and no, yeah, one by one is working. Yeah, the double time is working too. Okay, I tried it. So I'm sliding just like that, and I'm holding control, and it snapped here. Now it means that it's a perfect straight line here for the connection part. So just try it on this one, but this time I need to slide it on this line here. Okay, so now this time it's so easy. Just snap it here. Now we have the same object just like this. So one last thing is I'm selecting, let me show you. I'm selecting this vertex, but you know, it's not. Just let me show you another trick. I'm trying to look at from the close distance, but it's disappearing. Press N, go to view and clip start, and just push it to the left, and you're gonna see the close distance. And yeah, I can go to close distance. So we have this vertex here. It was looking like a perfect, but it's not, because it's not merged. So I'm moving this to here, to a random place. Just select this. After that, select this one, mesh, merge at last. Do you remember that merging operation I showed you at the beginning of the project? So now let's see this side. By the way, it's a common problem. So if you are modeling a complex project, you may see something like this, overlapping edges or vertices. So in this case, you need to know that how to fix and clean up the object. Okay, you're gonna see lots of vertices like this. They will look like this. Okay, it's looking perfect, but if you move it, it's not connected, so it's a problem. So just move it and select them, merge at last. My shortcut is Shift T, which I recommend to you use it with the shortcut. So merge at last. So it's one object. Okay, that's what you need to do. Okay, now Alt H to bring it back, all the objects here, and push it like this. Yeah, that's a nice roof here. You can also make a exaggerating. I mean that maybe you can add couple of edge loops here, and X-ray, just select this, and you can move and make it look like cartoon style. So don't afraid to distort the shape just like this. And you can also rotate it, but in individual origins. Now it's not working, whatever. So make it manually. You know, you got the point, right? I'm just making it look like a little bit funny rather than the serious and, you know, the perfect looking shapes. I can make it a little bit funny with just making rotating just small operations just like this. And we have a cartoon style roof part, right? So that's the secret for a low poly and, you know, cute looking objects. Always make a distortion, make small distortions like this, and you're gonna be happy with the result. Okay, so just keep that in your mind. Now I can hide it here and just push it to inside a little bit. Yeah, we have this. Now you can see there's some cracks here, so it's easy to do. Let's use Shift H to isolate it. You can use Boolean. Okay, I'm not gonna show you in a detailed way, just you can use Boolean. You remember that, so you can cut it just like this, and yeah, you cut it, you made a Boolean, and you can also make it with the manual way, just like this. I'm gonna show this way this time. So I'm adding lots of edge loops with mouse scroll. We have this. So there are 3 different cracks here, but I can add random cracks just like this. Now you need to select the vertex on the middle sides, these guys here, and you can push them just like this. Look at this, we have cracks. I just recommend you to have random size and random shape of cracks to make it look different. Otherwise, it's gonna look more boring. Yeah, we have these cracks here. So nice. You can also have cracks here. You know, you can make a wood with selecting this edge. You got the points, right? You can have something like this, and it's looking so nice and cute. Wood planks, wood logs, you name it. So go back with Alt H, and we have the cracks here. That's nice. And I need a window, which I can use this one. Press Shift D, duplicate it, but there's a simple, tricky problem here. So let me show you. I just want to have it with collection. Look at this. It's belong to the previous collection. So you don't want that. Press Z on my case, but it's move collection. Come to object. Where is the collection? Yeah, here. And move to collection. Seeing collection, and now it's separated from this previous collection. Now we have this. You can align it, the center of this balcony here, and make it like this. Okay, that's perfect. And yeah, also I can have this shape with the one object. I'm extruding it, and I'm gonna extrude these guys like this. Extrude face along normals, and it's gonna push them away just like this. Okay, and after that I can have an edge loop here, just here, and you can select this. Okay, by the way, forget about it. Just select this instead, these guys, and extrude it just a little bit, and you have the depth here. Okay, so that's nice. All right, yeah, we have this. Now what's next? Look at the building. We are getting there. So let's make a couple of the stone details. Just make a cube here, make a rectangle, just place it inside. Now you're gonna see different method to make it bevel. So we have this object, go to modifier, generate and bevel. So it's gonna make bevel operation for each possible edges or vertices. Okay, you're gonna see different kind of result if you apply it just like this, or vertices. It's more like a stone if you apply it for vertices, but I'm gonna stick with the edge. So that's cute. You can also make different kind of selections, profile and other stuff. And for now, I can have something like this. Yeah, that's fine. I can apply the bevel. We have this shape, but as you can see, I need a couple of more variations for the stone decorations. So I have this one, and I can have maybe I can add edge loops here. So make maybe a little bit rotation, just like this. And oops, maybe I can make a little bit bigger or make it a little bit fat. Just have it in a vertical style and add edge loops here and make it fat with scale, just like this. Okay, we have this stone here. Also, you can try to add bevel for the sides, and you're gonna see a problem. Yeah, that's because I explained it, the bevel, to you. Now let's try the bevel. It's overlapping. Do you see that? So always be aware of the overlapping situations. Okay, it means that I can go until here, but if I do it, it's overlapping and distorting. So we have another solution to avoid from the overlapping. So you made it so fast, and let's say you didn't see the problem, but if you click here, clamp overlap, and it's not working this time, but I need to make some operations. It's protect you from overlapping. Okay, so it's not overlapping on my case, so that's why it's not working. But let's try to make it distort, and I'm so dedicated to show it to you. Let's make a problem. Come on, I'm gonna make a problem here, so you can't escape. Yeah, so if you click clamp overlap, okay, now it's so messed up, right? Just like this. But if you click clamp overlap, everything is beveling, but not overlap. Okay, just keep that in your mind when you use clamp overlap, and maybe you can use hard normals. Okay, so I'm happy to show you the problem for the bevels. Let's try to bevel just like this. Yeah, that's better. Shadow the smooth, but you know, it's some kind of cute stones. Shadow the smooth works better. And we have this kind of the stones here. Just place them to wall. Okay. Now I can have random placement for the stones, not wood, sorry. And you can have small ones here, maybe here, something like this. It depends on your imagination. Just make it something like this and other stuff, right? And I need to use it just for here too. Just like this. Maybe make it a little bit square or squeeze like this, or have it here. All right. Yeah, we have this kind of stones for the wall. That's nice. Yep. All right, we finished this side of the house. We have a barrel. We have a wooden barrel here. Let's make it fast. So I need a cylinder this time. Make it like this, a long way, and I need to make it like this. This time we're gonna make an inset face for the inside of the barrel and extrude to inside. It's not a problem if you have something like this. Go here and scale down and hide it inside. Okay, so we have the wooden barrel just like this, not so big but tall, and now you can use shade smooth or you can keep it as flat. I'm gonna try this kind of selection for the piece. Come on, just like this. And okay, now if I try extrude face along normals, something like this, and turn it to individual origins, selecting double or something like this. Yeah, it's not exactly the same because there are some couple of holes here, so I just wanted to try it, but it's not working like this. It's not that easy. So what can you do? The thing you can do is just, let me show you, select the edge loop here with faces and duplicate it. You can have it just like this. Oh, sorry. You can have different object here and mesh separate by selection. Now we have just for the outline. Yeah, where is this? We have the outline here, so you can have something like face, come on, face along normals. Dude, I'm not trying to do it just like this. Yeah, individual faces. Okay, come on. This time we're gonna use extrude individual faces. Now, do you see what's happening here? Okay, so that's a way to have a similar, just like this, and you have it. You can use it. You can make it like this, or if you don't have a problem to distort your main object, so you can have the same operations just like this. Okay, you can do both ways, and you got the point. So we need horizontal faces just like this, and now I need to change it to bounding box and scale it down. But of course, we're gonna have a problem if I do it like this. Do you see that? So what can I do is to place them manually. Okay, that's so simple. Just have it or have it. And now I can select them and just extrude face along normals. Do you see what's happening here? Yeah, that's a chaos. Oh, look at this. So that's not working, right? What can we do? Yeah, what a sad situation. So you can try mesh and merge by distance. Okay, that's not working, but you know, it's not, if it's not important to have overlapping vertex for your project, you can keep it like this and it's not gonna look weird and you can use it. But if you want to work clear, just bring it back and just have a cylinder and just make it like this. Align it in the middle. Just have it. And yeah, that's so simple. And just make it, decrease it. You can delete the top and bottom side by making it like this and delete faces. Yeah, it's gone. And we have a shape like this. Okay. And so easy way to do it. Just slide it and match the thickness. Yeah, now we have the barrel. Okay, now join them and you can stay there. And now we have the ground. What can I do for the ground? So I think I can make it manually, just like this. Just give me one piece from this stone, bring it here, turn like this. Okay, just make it longer and make it thick. Okay, so in this case I need to make it a little bit thinner and place it there. Okay, just look from top view and you can duplicate it just like this. I'm just repeating it with Shift R. So yeah, we have a cool style stones. Of course you can make it different, and come on please, come on. Yeah, you can make different stones with choosing each one just like this, but I don't have time for it. Just make it simple and fast. Just select and all right. Yeah, you can keep it like this and deselect that, join, and we have the cool looking stones. And increase it a little bit, duplicate it for this side, duplicate and rotate for 90 degree and bring it here and bring it here and here. So just make it perfect. Yeah, and a little bit more. Yeah, that's enough. It's more than enough. Yeah, let me check. Now we can have it a little bit bigger to have a thickness. Now, but do you see the problem here? What a distance we have. So it's not a problem. Just make it smaller, just like this. And just bring it here. Come here, please. Thank you. And now I can delete the unwanted pieces here. So I'm selecting faces. Let me show you another trick. I'm just random select for each object. Okay, select this and this and this. Now I'm using Shift 4, but I'm making select more with these options. Okay, Shift 4, I'm selecting more and more Yeah, everything is selected. Now I can delete the face. Okay, that's the trick. So I can delete it, duplicate it here, and that's perfect. All right, we have the correct looking what is this, the steps. Now I need to fix it and fix this one. Yeah, now that's perfect. Just make it longer and make it touch these stones. Yeah, now we have this. Do you want to see it in render mode? Just come here. You can use Eevee, but you need to apply all of this stuff, bloom, screen space, and other stuff, or you can use cycles. I'm using it with GPU, denoise it, and now I can add light. You remember here, but this time we're gonna add light. You can add point light, you can add area light with the rectangle shape, or you can add sun and you can rotate it freely. It's changing itself. It's a sun, you know. So we have this shape here. You can also activate the wireframe. Now you see it. What is this? There's a small problem here. So I'm just selecting it with the X-ray. Yeah, we have this building. All right, so far so good, right? Look at these details. Right now, what can we do? For example, I'm just gonna touch it like this. Now we can make the roof here. Okay, it's almost done. Yeah, do you like this tutorial? Now I'm adding edge loops here, and I wanna have this this iron stuff here just for the roof, and extrude face along normals. Okay, that's it. But there's a curve here, so you remember how I'm doing it. Just select it. You can bend it. Another one. You can bend it. Another one. Yeah. We're gonna have it like this. That's enough for now. And I can extrude one face here to see it like this, and I just need to make another piece here with the cube. Okay, something like this. Just bring it here, and I need to select and extrude it just like this. Now X-ray vision, and do not overlap this. Yeah, that's nice connection. Okay, so that's looking fine. In our case, I don't want to mess with all sides. You know, it's gonna be too long, but it's gonna be the same operation. So just join it and make it fast. Okay, we're gonna model lots of different objects in this beginner tutorial series, but this time I can make it so fast. From now on, just align it just like this. Okay, so in this case, let me show you another impressive trick. So like I said, I'm tired of making same operations. you may also feel same. So just select your model, just deselect. Did you see? I can't deselect it so easily. We have another solution for this kind of annoying thing. If you hold Control and right mouse, you can hold Control and Shift and right mouse. You have lasso and Control Shift right mouse, and it's deselecting it. If you Control and right mouse, it's gonna select it. Okay, now we have the building here. I don't want to select it. Okay, now that's better. Now I want to join this. Okay, or I can make it another collection, or I can make it in different kind of ways, but this time I want to join this, and the normals we calculate outside, and I'm gonna make a cheat here, and let's make a set origin to sorry, let's make it origin. Okay, now set origin to geometry, but it's not in the center because it has some kind of extrusion. So what can I do is I'm gonna use 3D cursor, something like this, or I can use this object as the middle or center, or I can use this exact point here as the center. Okay, now I can set origin to 3D cursor just like this. Now I'm gonna make a mirror operation with the modifier generate mirror, and look at this, what we have here. So that's a big cheat, but I know I don't have time to make the similar things again and again in front of you, so it's gonna be boring, but you got the point. Now I applied it. Now we have this kind of mirror building, and now I can make simple adjustments, but before that, select all, separate by loose parts. So we have the objects as separated again. There's no problem with making mirror, but just don't forget something. Every object here has the same origin like this. So select all, object, set origin to geometry. Do you see the dots here? So it's fixed. Now it's ready to go. But of course I duplicated it, but I have another same shape here. I need to delete it, but it's a little bit problematic, so you don't need to worry about this kind of problems if you have merge or other stuff. So we can keep working on it. And now let's have these stones here, duplicate it, rotate it, and place it just like this. Nothing big deal, just make it bigger or smaller, stretched, and other stuff. All right. Okay, we have this. Now we have flowers here. It's so simple. Have a mesh cube, just make it smaller, and you can have a leaf-like shape, and I need 2 edge loops here. Select this and something like this, select them. All right, and push it like this. Here we have a coffin-like shape, but don't worry, and go to add modifier, subdivision surface, and you can increase it, shade auto smooth, and if you select these edge loops and stretch it like this, you're gonna have so simple looking leaf here. But what's the problem with this? Just shade smooth, please. Okay, so we have a custom and cute leaf here, and I can apply it. So I'm gonna keep it for now. So if you want to have some flower like this, there's a simple method to do it. Just have the origin point just here. Okay, so I need to be available for the rotating object like this. So the root is here. Just have it. The size settings, something like this. Yeah. Now it's so easy to have this shape. Duplicate it. Okay. Just lift it and make it smaller, and duplicate it, make it bigger. You got the point, right? And all right, we have this. You can make it, and yeah. So we have lots of leaves here with this simple trick. Okay. We have this. Of course, I'm making it so fast way and rough. So it means that just hide it and select all the leaves and and make it new collection with the name leaves. Go back, select all collection here. So you can take your time and you can prepare each leaves here, and you can have them make it unique, or you can select the faces, make it bigger. You got the points, right? All right. You can make different kind of leaves, and it's gonna look so cool. Okay. So in my case, of course, I need to be fast, and I got to show to you different kind of operations. So I will leave it like this. Okay. Just rotate it like this. Yeah, something like this is enough for now. Just make it rotated a little bit, and that's all. So you can have a flower pot and different kind of leaf here. You can also have this interesting wood barrel flower. Just stretch it like this. Okay. I need to look from the top view, duplicate it, turn it, and we have this. That's cool. Now I selected all leaves, but I wanna move only this one. Remember this, Control Shift right mouse, and I selected them. So that's so easy, right? All right, I can join them. Yeah, no problem. I can duplicate it and stretch it for now, but I don't recommend to you because, I'm just trying to work fast and fast. So push it here, and I can delete these ones, select more, and just bring it here, And you can delete this one. Just like this. And fix it manually. Yep. And that's fine. Now we have this. Oh. Okay. There's no problem. Everything is fine. Okay. Now I realize that we have a problem with the main building. There's nothing to worry about. Just have this, and let me check. It's making like this. It's correct, but it's in the wrong direction. Yeah, just have it like this. Little bit more. Just touch it. Yeah. And something like this is better. So I have this mirror, but of course you can see some problems like this piece here. You can delete it. Yeah, there's some work to do, but I can fix it later. Now just make enough. Yeah, that's more than enough. So now I can fix it quickly. It happened because I was working fast. The fast work is not always good. Okay, so just squeeze it like this. All right, that's fine. Yeah, just a little bit here, but I need to have, let me check. Yeah, I'm okay with this. Right, so now I can apply it, but of course there is a little bit thing to do. Just yeah, okay. Now I need to have another mirror, but in this y-axis. Okay, now we have this. We're gonna make it in z-axis, just like this, and apply it, bring it here. Yeah, something like this is fine. Yeah, we fixed it. That's looking fine. There's still a little bit things to do, but I'm just gonna pass it. Just apply, and we're gonna have the tiles in a couple of minutes. Yeah, we have this shape. Just let me fix it. Bring it here. And select more face, and yeah, I need to have the origin point just here. Set origin to 3D cursor. And now it's more easy to scale. Delete it, duplicate it, and now it's okay. All right, we have this. Now I need to have a couple of what is this shape? It's like a tile for the ground. just have bigger ones and a little bit thin. All right, just place it like this. Nothing big deal. Okay, that's fine. Yep. And I need to have it in new collection like tile and duplicate it in case I don't like it. Yeah, we have this. I want to duplicate, rotate it, make it a little bit squeezed, and just have it here. Duplicate, and repeat it until this area. Select these guys. Select these guys here. Make it smaller. Duplicate it. I forgot one here. There are overlapping objects here. Delete these ones. Have one more. And fill this area. Yeah, that's it. Now we have details for the ground. I forgot the other side. Let me fix it quickly. Yeah. Now, of course, you can have lots of more details and clean work, but I'm just trying to show you lots of different techniques and problem solving. So please forgive me about the fast working, and sometimes I'm making little mistakes, but why it's happening. So we fixed it. You can hide a little bit more. We have this object. Okay, I can have another. What is this? I can have, now I'm gonna use control. Oops. I'm gonna use, come on, control, shift, and left mouse this time, because I'm just gonna choose these guys, control, shift, and left mouse, and you can duplicate it, just place it here. Okay, just like this, and place it there, and one here for the corner. Okay, now we have this. So I'm not gonna make these cracks, but you know how to do it. Just remember this one. So I'm passing this. We have a window, just duplicate it. So I need to make it centered. This one can be a little bit smaller, and duplicate it. We have this wood piece here, just like before, and duplicate it 90 degree, and yeah, that's enough for now. Now the last thing is, last tool thing is make tiles for the roof. So I want to have a shape just like this, and we need to have 2 edge loops and make it a little bit lift up. Okay, and just turn it and place it. Tile, roof tile. Okay, so place it, duplicate, Now just slide it and lift. It should look like this, right? You know how the roof tile looks. So I'm making a simple looking. Okay, so it's gonna look like this. Okay, that's the important point for the roof tiles. So just duplicate it. Let me do it once again. So have it here. Just make it. Slide it. All right. So that's more than enough for now, right? Look at this. You can work on each tiles and make it look like different, and you know, it can look like a more cartoon style. It's up to you. And I'm gonna duplicate it for this side. Now I just need a couple of more here. Yeah, that's fine. This is the connection part. Make it a little bit here. And we have the tiles for the roof. Now I need to make for the balcony. But before that, I have another simple solutions. Just select this and make inset just like this. Make it little bit here and extrude face along normals to inside. Just little bit, okay? So that's a small trick. Just have it. Place it here. Something like this. Yeah, that's fine. Duplicate it. One more time and slide it. Here. And here. All right, now I'm gonna have 1, 2, 3 and select all, join and duplicate and mirror. Yeah, we have something like this, but this time I need to hide these areas. Just select edge loop here and extrude face along normals. It's not working. Just extrude like this. Yeah, that's better. I'm just gonna hide them in a rough way. So that's not a problem. It's looking fine. So we have this. I can hide it here too. Extrude it like this. Bring it here. Yeah, that's fine. And also, there's a problem here. Just have it here, just like this. Select, select, select. And select these guys. Yeah. Now, just lift up a little bit and the problem is gone. Okay. And there's a shape like this here. Just make it long. Make it connected. Okay. something like this here, and you can select these two, and before that apply scale and bevel just like this. And yeah, we have similar looking shape here. Yeah, that's nice. And the last modeling is the chimney. You can make chimney just like this with stones, or you can have it in you know, the basic shape, and you can extrude a couple of faces. Let me show you. We have this chimney here. Just have a couple of edge loops for each side, and you can select all. Let me show you. Select all except these top sides and downside. And you can extrude it, extrude individual faces just like this, and you can make it like this. Right now you have bricks here, and you can change the, you know, I need to activate this proportional editing, which is in fact and affecting, I'm scrolling with mouse so you can see the difference. Okay, just like this. It's proportional editing, so I can make it, you know, make it look like this, you know. It's the simple solution. Maybe you can make it like this, or you can have exact bricks here. That's also simple. Just I need to have a space here. That's so simple. Add modifier, bevel. Yeah, that's fine. Apply and duplicate it. But this time, duplicating it with different sizes. Okay, because it shouldn't look like repeated. So maybe that's fine. Or not. Right, I have little mess here. So it happened because I worked so fast, but I'm so glad that we have little bit problem here. Just solve it. Okay, so it looks like we have a double here. So select this. No, it's not working. Just select this overlapping face. I was working so fast. So bridge edge loops. Yeah. We solved the problem here. Yeah. Everything looks fine. Okay, now I can have the same balcony for the other side. Yeah, something like this. Okay, duplicate it and join mirror X global, and that's fine. Yeah, we have the building here without any problem. We have everything is fine. So now, oh my god, wait, this chimney is so small. It's not like this in the reference. Okay, that's fine. I know that's looking so weird, but what can I do? Now the last thing is the fun part. Okay. Now I need to change the background color. Background color just like this. You can select eyedropper like this. And I don't want to see the floor. X and Y. Delete this. We had the background. And now it's time to introduce you materials. So that's gonna be so easy. Press new. We have new material. If you go here and change it to the shader editor, which is essential for the materials here. Okay, now this is the material here, and let's change the color. Do you see that? Now we are changing the first material here. I'm choosing eyedropper, and we have this. I'm gonna have new material, and I'm gonna choose this one here. So select the collection. Now select this one as active. Now it's time to make another thing, which is linking. So if you link here in the object menu, link materials, it's gonna link all the objects link here. So if you change the color of this main one, it's gonna affect the other ones too. Okay, that's a cool feature. So I'm using a shortcut. So I'm just linking with the shortcut, link materials. So again, you can change your shortcut here, just like this. So that's a big feature to work faster. And we have the, maybe I can change the color. So I'm using this material, just duplicate it to separate it with the previous one. So I can easily make it a little bit like this, or use eyedropper. Now we have this. I'm selecting the wooden parts, just like the door, the windows, something like this. And I'm linking materials. As you can see, that's a cool stuff is coming up. Oops. Yeah. Link materials, the corners, and this one. I don't want to use lots of different materials. That's enough. So let's have another one for the walls. Just use this. No. I didn't like these yellow tones. So link it. And I need to link it. This one. We need to have iron color, just like this one. Maybe here. So I want to use it here. For the brakes, I'm gonna use a couple of different tones. New material for just like this. New material for which one? Yeah, that's better. Now I'm gonna choose random, or I can choose the collection for the tiles and select this one. Link materials. Oops, I lost it. Sorry. So let's collection and Shift H, isolate. So I'm just selecting random and link it like this. I'm selecting these people here, just random, select like this, make it can look different with this one. Yep. It's a little bit boring situation, I know, but you know, I need to show it to you and link it here, just like here, and a couple of one, and that's gonna be okay. Just these guys, come on, please. Yeah. Ooh, what is this? It's empty space. Okay, now it's over, and bring it back. We have the roofs here. Now you can use same thing. Now there's different kind of using. In edit mode, you can select this specific part, press plus, and you can press new. Now you have multiple materials and you can assign. Now you have multiple materials in same object. So now I can change this color only, or let's say you wanted to have different kind of materials, something like this, new material, assign, and you know, you can change the colors like this. Yeah, you got that. So select it, select more, and assign. Yeah, that's so simple. And we have this. Let's make stones. Okay. It's been a long tutorial. Yeah, I know. Now I need a material for the leaves. Just use the same green tones here, just like this. But this time I'm gonna decrease the roughness. So when you decrease the roughness, you're gonna have shiny objects. Just look at this. Okay, it's shiny, it's matte. Okay, now make it a little bit here and just link materials, just select all the leaves and link materials. Yeah, that's so fast. Yeah, now we're gonna have lantern here. It's in a black color, and this time roughness and metallic. Metallic looks like metal. What a surprise. Yeah, now I gotta use another material, plus new, assign, and something like this, roughness, and yeah, we have this. Let's check what else we have, and it's almost done. You will be free to go and run away from my channel after this tutorial. It was so long. Yeah, that's for only beginners. Yeah. So you don't see the backside, right? But don't leave it like this in your model. Yeah. So apply. You can also select existing material just like this. So in this case, we have a little bit problem here. Yeah, what a surprise. I'm just isolating it. Okay, and I just want to select only for these sides. Okay, these faces, and you can assign it like this. Okay, and same operation for this side too. Look at this problem here. Yeah, it's gonna be a secret between you and me. Okay, don't tell this anyone. So select. Don't forget to select the bottom side, and it's okay. Yeah, we have this. Now let's make a window. This time I'm gonna use plane 90-degree. We're gonna have different material, but just place it into the frame. Now new material, black color, and roughness, just like this. So in this case, we have a couple of different options. You can change IOR. It means that it's affecting the reflection, the surface of the window, but this time you're gonna see the difference here. Just look at this reflection. Did you see that? It's more like glass, the pure glass or mirror, or you can have as a glass but with reflection. Yeah. So just have it. I'm gonna snap with control. That's more easy to place your objects to specific areas. Just prepare it just like this. We have a couple of small problems. Yeah, it's more than a couple of problems. Yep. Whatever. Yeah. So I'm just gonna fix the main problems. Okay. All right. Okay, we have no problem. Thankfully, that's a good sign. Yeah, we just have this. Maybe I can have a glass decorations for this place here, because it's my imagination. Yeah, I just hide it again. So duplicate it and snap it to window and have it here, just here, and push it back. Yeah, we have windows here. Duplicate it, rotate, snap it. Yeah, what is this? Yeah, we have two windows. So another tutorial is don't work so fast, so you can have some problems like mine, but I'm just trying to show lots of different things to you. That's why it happened. Okay, I think I gotta pull it something like this. That's better. Now we have no light source. Okay, we finished it. We have no light source, but we still have the light, so you can turn off or turn on the background. So change the object. This is material, so this is the world, and you can change the colors and other stuff. Now I'm gonna add light for the shadows. I'm just rotating it. Okay, I'm just trying different kind of options, but you can turn off the background light to have more, different kind of sunlight. And if you come here to bulb here and increase and change the color, something like this. Okay, and you can have more soft lights, shadows, and other stuff, just like this. In this case, we have a light from the right side. Just increase it a little bit like this. So it depends on your liking. Okay, so you're gonna see different kind of results, and all of them are so cool. You can also change the world viewport display color, which is like this, and you can change. No, I'm sorry, it was not that. Okay, we're gonna have something like plain for good shadow drop. We still have this. You can have something like this. You can have it bigger. We have camera here. If you have press F1, in my case it's F1, but if you want to see it from the camera, go here, view, cameras, and active camera. So you are using the camera just like this. I'm using D for fly navigation, and I'm preparing it, but you can look at here as active camera. Go here through the viewport. Okay, now we have double vision here, and you can move the camera. Okay, so you can set it just like this. You can rotate it. Okay, so there's two options: fly navigation or this way. We can make animations just like this later. And if you are okay with it, look at this. What am I doing? I'm just preparing it just like this. So if you want to make it isometric view, so it's popular and it's so easy to do, I'm writing camera here. No, you didn't see that. I need to hide myself. So if you write camera here and select the camera just here, and this icon, change it to orthographic. Look at this. You see something like this on the internet, right? So if you want to have some shape like this, this is the secret of this. And you can make it zoom with the settings just like this. Yeah, that's fine. Now let's try different shadings to make it more cute. What you think? We have these lights, and maybe we can change the angle. Yeah, I gotta find the best angle. Something like this. That's fine. Yeah. I can leave it like this. And you can have and now I'm gonna add new material for the ground. Something like this. You can make grass if you like it. So little bit warm color, and we have this leaves here. Yeah, you can make changes as you want. Yeah, something like this. Also, I want to change the material. Just add new material too and duplicate it from here and assign. Yeah, we have better looking just like this. And also I can change the color for it. Yeah, that's fine, don't you think? But you don't need to look from this side. It's a secret between you and me. Now we have some boundary between you and us. And what else? Yeah, that's all, I think. So I'm just checking. So what else I can do? Maybe make it a little bit different than the reference. Something like this. Yeah. I don't like to stick with the reference because my imagination belongs to me, right? Reference is reference. By the way, I need to increase the metallic for this object. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, just delete this one. I don't want to see it. So I think that's all, guys. By the way, we can have light, point light for this lantern. That's the final touch here. Or you can have another material. It's called emission. New one, assign, and go here, emission. By the way, I forgot to show myself. Emission. Increase this. Look at this. We have light. Okay. Now we have light in the daylight. What a sensible design is this. Anyway, it doesn't matter. But I didn't select this face. Just assign it. Yeah, now that works better. You can have a night scene with one click. What a mysterious house is this? Just right now. You can also have it just like neon lights. Oh shit. What's happening? Yeah. Wow. Did you see the emission light? Just awesome. Okay, go back please. Yeah. It's the end of this tutorial, guys. We made tons of stuff with one video and I'm so tired. So I'm making it for hours. So I hope you found it useful. I hope you found it useful, and you know, I hope you found it useful, and please write a comment. Please write a comment if you want a specific object to model or scene, and I can model this. Maybe we can make some organic stuff like foods, like, you know, maybe we can model cars and other stuff in low poly. And if you feel ready for advanced tutorials, I have concept art series, so you can try this. There are lots of different detailed modeling and, you know, the artistic ways you can do it. So that was it, and thank you for watching. If you watch whole tutorial, because it was a little bit long, and thank you for watching and subscribing and other stuff. So see you on the next beginner tutorial. For I'm gonna make it every day, but not that long, and you know, this is the first one, so you know the basic now. And I'm just gonna model quickly, but in the basic ways. So you better watch whole tutorial here. You're gonna learn lots of basic stuff, basic tricks, and after that you can watch whole tutorials, and that's gonna be so easy to you follow. Okay, see you on the next one. Bye bye.